back to the channel. My name is Juana. If you're new, welcome. Today I'm going to be working with embroidery. It's going to be an applique design. I have had a lot of people asking me about applique, and they are just starting working with embroidery. And I have let them know that I have a lot of other videos on my library that they can watch, but I decided to just do another one since I need to complete this hoodie, and it's a very simple design, and they're going to be able to follow it. Okay, so guys, I can't wait to start, so let's get started. So I'm going to show you how to do a applique design using this simple file. This is for beginners. These are for those who are never done applique design. So this is going to be a run through. I'm going to go here and I'm going to use my stitch simulator, and I'm going to show you how it's going to embroider. So the first thing it's going to do is going to give me the position where all the letters are going to be. Then I'm going to place the fabric. It's going to give me the tack down. And after that, it's going to embroider all the satin stitch around the letter. So at the end, it's going to embroider the phrase at the bottom. All right. So this is a very simple design. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to the craft table. Guys, see you in a little bit. So I'm going to be using, of course, the hoodie. And then the embroidery light. This is for the applique, the fabric. This is the applique fabric that I'm going to be using. This is a piece of the heat and bone light, which I'm going to apply to the back of this fabric, and I'm going to show you how to do that. It's very simple. We're going to iron it on it, and then this is the design that you already saw. I'm going to be using cutaway stabilizer, my hook master fixture, and the 8 by 13 mighty hook. If you don't have the hook master, you can use your original hook, the one that came with your machine, because I don't know which embroidery machine you're using. This one also applies to a single needle embroidery machine. Every explanation that I'm going to give you as how to do applique, you can do it on a single needle embroidery machine as well. If you have the multi-needle and you have the mighty hook, but you don't have the hook master, you can help yourself by using the backing holder from Mighty Hoops. This will make it easy also to hoop. I have a couple of videos that show you how to use the backing holder, and those videos I released recently, and I also have some older videos that tell you how to use the backing holder. Okay, so let's go ahead and place the back of the hook in the case that you're using the hook master. And then I'm going to be applying my cutaway. I got too big of a piece, so let me trim it a little bit with all my scissors right here. I never measure the amount, and I end up wasting too much. Yeah, this is too big of a piece right here. All right. This is a large hoodie. I have already marked the height or where I want my design to start with a little sticker dot right here. So I want the design to start from here down. So I already marked it in here. You don't have to do it. I do it because it helped me a little bit for the positioning of the design when I get to the embroidery machine. So when you're using your hook master, you have to make sure that the top of the shirt or t-shirt or hoodie or sweatshirt, whatever garment you're using, that this thing is going to line up right here nice and even, and that is even on the sides. Okay, make sure that it's even, and once you have that done, everything else is easy. Easy peasy. Okay. Also make sure that I'm clearing the hoop up here where from where I want to start the design, because you don't want to put it too high and then it's gonna hit here. So then you have to redo the whole thing. So right now I know I have plenty of space to start embroidering from here down. Okay. Same apply from the bottom part, but because this is a small design, I know it's not gonna reach all the way down here. It's gonna go like this, all right? So I am ready to hoop. So it's gonna be hoop right there, okay? This is nice. And I'll move the a little bit here. I wanted to start here. And like I explained before, I used the printout from Embroider Essentials to give me a visual where I want to start the embroidery. You don't have to do that. That you can decide when you get to the machine. But I have learned to do it this way, and to me, it makes me feel better to see visually where I want the design to start, what I want here. But I already decided that this is a start, so I'm gonna make it closer to the dot that I already marked the distance, making sure that I have enough distance to clear the hoop. And this is perfect right here. And again, this is optional. And you get a piece of tape. When you go to the embroidery machine, if you don't use the printout, the screen of the embroidery machine is gonna tell you exactly where the center of the design is. So that's why I'm just keep saying this is optional. But to me, I like to do it because it gives me a visual, like I said before. Okay. At the same time, when you print out this design, it has lines in here that give you the center of the whole thing. So I match this line to this little hole in here on the hoop. This is the center of the hoop. So that way I can assure that my design is gonna also be straight a little bit. So I'm just, so if you have not seen my videos before, when I go to the machine and I trace the design, I make sure that the needle is gonna hit right on the center where I have the dot in here already printed from the design. Okay, it makes it easier for me. All right, so I think this is everything for this part right here. I'm gonna go ahead and take this to the embroidery machine. I have also forgot to tell you that I'm gonna be using my embroidery scissors to trim the fabric. Once I get it finished with the whole embroidery, I'm gonna show you how to do that part. Okay, so let's get to the embroidery machine. Before I start embroidering, I'm going to prepare the fabric and I'm going to apply heat and bond light. You do this, it's like a glue that you apply to the fabric. And once you're done embroidering and everything is finished, you are going to iron this fabric, and this fabric is going to get stuck to the work that you do, tote bags, shirts, whatever you're going to do the applique on. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and iron it. I don't iron from the back, from the fabric side, okay? And the setting that I have is my own setting. I do it at 350 for 15 seconds. Depending on the press that you're going to use, you decide the temperature is best for you. All presses are different. This one, I set it at 350 for 15 seconds, and it worked fine for me. Okay, so when you trim the paper, make sure that you don't have any extra sticking out like this one right now. I'm going to trim it a little bit because it tends to get stuck into your press, and you don't want to mess up the bottom of the press. You will have to clean it and all that. So to prevent that from happening, you're going to go ahead and you're going to trim the extra piece of paper off. You're going to cut it off. That way you're not going to get any glue to your mat or any glue to your machine. And yeah, that is a little bit better. This is close enough. All right, so let's iron it. This is a heat press that I got about maybe 5-6 months ago. No, probably 5 months ago, maybe less. I got it from Amazon, and it's nice because it's like an in-between size between the mini and in between the big Cricut that I have, that which is a 9x12, and then I have the 7x9. Yeah, and this one you can set up to the correct temperature. As opposed to the mini only had 3 little steps. This one you can be more specific when it comes to the temperature. Okay. The link is below on my Amazon item that I have listed down below in the description box if you're interested on it. This is the name of the press, Legooin, Legooin or Legooin. It's down below on the description box. Okay, so I'm going to turn it off. I'm going to let this cool. Yeah. It's cool enough, and then make sure that you take off this part, the paper. You do not embroider this on. Believe me, when I was starting using this paper, a couple of times I embroidered with it. I mean, nothing happened because when you wash the garment, it gets soft, but you're not supposed to leave this on it. You see how it's shiny? That shiny is the glue on the fabric, okay? So now that I'm done this, I'm gonna go ahead and move to the embroidery machine to hook the garment, okay? I forgot to mention the scissors that I'm going to be using. I will choose once I finish, depending on the area that I'm going to be cutting off the fabric. And also I have this other one that I have for years. It's from Fiskars. I haven't been able to find these ones on Walmart anymore. They used to sell them at Walmart at an excellent price. I went the other day to Amazon and they were asking $20 for this little thing. And I said, nah, this one still works. But this one is another one, okay? Let me see what else. I think this is everything that I need to mention. If I remember something, I will let you know, okay? So yeah. Okay, so I'm here right now. I am centering the item, as I always do for those who follow me. I do the same thing on the single needle embroidery machine. I use my design, which you don't have to. It's the way I chose to do it, to center the item into the garment, okay? All right. I have the colors already set, which are 3 colors. Same thing is going to apply if, for your single needle machine. You're going to have your colors set on a different way depending on the brand of the machine that you have. And then I have for this one, shows AM, which is automatic manual, meaning that the machine is going to stop on every color change. That will help me to be able to retrieve the hoop, trim the fabric around, and then place it back. So that's why you place it on AM. Okay, so let's go back. I just wanted to explain that in case you wanted to know how this machine works when it comes to the setting of the thread colors. Okay, so you have a good view in there. Now what I'm going to do is just to trace it. Make sure that it's going to trace correctly, which I know it's going to be because the design is not too big. So I'm not too concerned. But I always trace because, again, we're dealing with machines. You always trace, trace, trace. All right, that looks good to me. Okay, so I'm going to remove this tape and I'm going to remove the little dot up here that I don't need anymore. So I am ready to start the embroidery. So let's go. First step that is going to happen is the placement stitch. Okay, so the machine stopped. Okay, so here we go. But you're gonna make sure that everything is covered, that there's no areas of not being covered by the fabric. Okay. All right, so let's go start it. And I'm surprised that it's using zigzag for this part. I'm very surprised. Usually tack downs are just straight stitches. Oh, like this one. Oh, it does a straight stitch and then it does the zigzag on top. Oh, that's gonna be very interesting when it comes time to trim the fabric. Let's see how it goes. So the good thing about Applique is that it saves you time when it comes to the thread, because you put the fabric and all it does is embroider on the fabric. So that makes it a very fast embroidery design. And that's why a lot of people love to work with Applique. I love working with Applique. You can change the design so many ways depending on the fabric that you use. So that's why I love working with Applique. So I'm gonna start trimming around. Okay guys, so I'm done trimming, so I'm placing this back. Make sure that I am in the hole and I am not. But I was not putting it back there. I'm sure. I am happy that I checked. Okay, so now I'm gonna restart the whole thing. Yeah, it's gonna go straight embroidery from now on. Okay. Lower the camera a little bit. So what I'm gonna do is, like I always do, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to fast forward this, put some nice background music, and I see you in a little bit, okay? All right, guys, so this is done. I'm gonna go to the craft table and to trim away that stabilizer. Okay, so see you when I get there. And now I'm gonna press this to make sure that the heat and bond light attaches the fabric to the shirt, and I'm doing it from the back. You're just gonna like apply some heat, no particular amount of time. I do it for 15 seconds or so. I don't want to flatten too much the embroidery either, so you know. Okay, that should be enough. Turn this off. And then that's it, people. Go ahead. A little bit more silence in here. Okay. I'm just cleaning around, people. You know how I am. I don't like working with messes around me. So yeah, that's what I am doing. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get the hoodie ready for the last view, and I'll see you when I'm done, okay? So this is the sweatshirt right here. I had a lot of fun making this design. This is a very simple applique design for those who are starting on embroidery, especially on working with applique. If you have any questions about the whole process, let me know down below on the description box, and I will gladly answer all your questions. If you're new to the channel and you like this kind of content, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, JLC Crafts, and don't forget to click that notification bell. That way you're gonna get notification of all my future videos. This is everything for now. Until next time, bye. Hasta luego.